Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for FLR. Now I'm going to be discussing a few different things here on the micro in a moment, but there is a possibility that the fourth wave is complete, and I'll show you that scenario. Although it doesn't go with the ideal shapes we'd expect, it is technically valid that we have a completed fourth wave, and we could just go up here for our zigzag to complete our 5-wave move to the upside as a diagonal up between. If it was complete, we'd actually get pretty far extensions up around 6 cents, 5.214 to 6 cents. Although it is not ideal, I am still my primary is still that we get this C wave to the downside. You can see in red like so, but there is a possibility it is in, and I'll show you how I'm planning on navigating that and how we can actually be complete at the moment. So let's go down to the micro. Yesterday we were looking for this move to the upside, potentially getting one slightly lower low, then going. So we nailed that one, which was nice. But this is what I was looking at. So for guidelines, going with guidelines, we look between the 618 and the 1-to-1 extension in time of this larger third wave for our correction to be complete. It is a guideline, not a rule. So just keep that in mind. So the scenario where we are complete is not ideal guidelines. So you have to keep that in mind. That would be around Saturday. This C wave would be complete. Now, you also are aware, if you follow my video, that the minimum requirement to be complete is the 618 extension. So if we zoom out, we are not there on log scale, but we reach the minimum requirement like to the tick, as you can see, for this to be considered a C wave complete. So keeping that in mind, what that would look like if it is complete is this would be a zigzag with a flat in between, A, B, C. We would then get a complex correction, 3. This would be a small X wave, and this would be a 3 wave as well for our X. This would be a WX, and then we got a flat here for our Y. That's what that would look like, because we reached the minimum requirements. Now in that scenario, this low cannot be broken. So that's our invalidation level, that this fourth wave is complete at 3.165, 3.165 cents according to MEXC. So keeping that in mind. So what I would expect here is a 5-wave move to complete, our first wave of our A wave in our 5th wave. So it would look something like this. You get 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our A wave, B wave, and we go up for our C wave. And we just continue off from there. Very important if you decide to trade that way and go against standard guidelines, then that's where your invalidation level is. So that's where the stop would have to go. Now, my primary is still that we are on this B wave, and what that would look like is this is a 3, this is a W, an X, and a Y. So looking for a 3-wave pattern here, and that would be just our A, B, C. But the issue you can see is that looks very similar to our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, for our A wave. So the way I would suggest, just a little bit of information, is if you get a move like that, it might be, if you think the bottom is in, you may decide to enter here with your stop at this low. And then if you get a higher high, move your stop to that pivot and just kind of let it run out, stop you out if you're wrong. No big deal, right? Might lose a little bit, might break even depending on your entry, etc. So my primary is still that we get a 3-wave move here. We come back and make a 1-to-1 extension of this move to the downside before we start our 5th wave, because that fits best with our guidelines currently. Now, if you're an active trader, there's a lot of scalp opportunities here. I'm most likely going to be taking this just to the long side, but just targeting this area unless, you know, a lot of volume comes in or we get very impulsive. But I just wanted to make you guys aware that technically a bottom can be in, just technically, even though it goes against guidelines. But it looks good right now. I will probably scalp this once we get a completed 5-wave here. Look for a sideways correction and just look for that move to begin with, and I'll make my decision whether I want to let it run or not after it fills out. Looks like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we're working on our 5th of our 3rd right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, probably tomorrow or the next day I might enter into a scalp here if we get this 5-wave move to the upside. Yeah, I just wanted to make everybody aware of that a bottom is potentially in if we start taking off here, and we invalidate our standard B area, which is at the 1.236 and 382 extension of the A wave down. If we start running through that, chances are that was our bottom. All right, guys, that's it for Flare. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my Twitter if you want to get updates that way. I just repost the videos onto Twitter. Check out the playlist if you want to see the latest updates on everything, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.